My name is Peter Cho. I'm the chef owner of Hanok in Portland, Oregon.
Peter Cho opened Hanok in Portland, Oregon in 2016, and it is a new style of Korean food, and we love it because you get a tasting menu and you get to explore all of those flavors, course after course.
I was born in Korea, and I grew up in Oregon. I ended up going to the University of Oregon and then moved out to New York. I sort of fell into cooking while I was about to enroll into culinary school, and I happened to just walk into the Spotted Pig, asked for a job, and April Bloomfield took me on, and I worked for her for almost 10 years. I really got to see her ascension into superstardom, I guess. I was very fortunate to work with her during that time.
Peter Cho worked in New York for a really long time, and he moved back home to Oregon to actually care for his mother because she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and he felt that he could not take a traditional chef job because he wanted to leave enough room in his life to be with his family. That sort of is the fabric of what makes Hanok so special, because it's not a traditional restaurant. It's actually housed in a space that doubles as his family home.
All credit is to my wife, who found this space and sort of had this vision of what it could be. We live there. It is our home, and with a 2-year-old, I don't think running a restaurant would have been possible had I not had this situation. Elliot throws the party. I mean, he throws the best party. The way he was last night at Wild Air is pretty much the way he is every night at service. So most of the people who've been in will have experienced that, where Elliot runs around the dining room saying hi, and sometimes he takes his pants off, which is a little frustrating, but that's sort of part of the charm, I guess. But yeah, he definitely works the room. He's the star of any room he goes into.
One of the really defining things about the experience of being at Hanok in Portland is that he's using Korean food as a sort of blueprint and then very brilliantly sort of finding his own lane. So he does like sweet and sour potatoes, which are like so brilliant. Like, why didn't anybody ever think of that? But Peter Cho did, and it's so good.
I want it to be a good introduction to Korean food in a way that is interesting but also very traditional. It helps that my mom makes all the kimchis for us. There's a little homey touch to that. My mom has a lot of influence on the menu now. She's a resource for what I think is what I want to be as traditional as possible. Korean food is just such a comfort thing, and the techniques are hidden in the food. People wouldn't even notice a lot of the techniques we use, but just would taste it in the food. Biggest compliment for me and the guests that come to Hanok isn't about the food, it's just that they feel at home, because they are. They're really coming into our home, and we want to sort of extend that feeling of comfort, and I think that makes the food taste better.